what is the difference between Viriya Parami and Khanti Parami?
Is there any difference between Panya and Panjinsi and Anjinsi?
I don't know the last two terms, Ajahn.
Paninsi is actually the Thai. It's Indriya, the Indriya of Panya. Yes.
Okay.
So the degree of Panya.
And the last three Indriya? See,
The last three at moments of enlightenment.
Sotapanna, Sotapatipala to Arahatamaka, and then Arahatapala. See, is there any difference of the same?
Has to be different, Ajahn.
Even it is Panya, like Viriya, and when it's small, endure, non-stop, still keep on. See, that is different from just the moment of Viriya as stretching out one's hand or doing something. It's much more than that to understand the truth. So without Viriya at level of Khanti Parami, some people stop, give up, too difficult and so on. See? That's why we learn different levels of understanding the Panya, which is not Panjinsi, is not that which is Anjinsi. See, it cannot be that. That's why it has to be only that. When there is the Viriya in almost every moment in a day, see, unknown, it's so very, very little. It can arise with Kusala or Akusala. But what about that which is Panjinsi, arising with Satinsi? But it's not as that last three enlightened stage. That's why no matter how much different from moment to moment in samsara, there are 52 Cetasikas.
Yes, Ajahn.
So what about someone's Viriya and someone's Khanti? Different, right? Just the degree of Dhamma, we can understand the difference level of Panya. It cannot be the same, but it's still Panya.
What context or in what sense we call it Viriya Parami instead of Khanti Parami?
Even daily life, can it be known? Moment of Viriya and moment of Khanti. Even it's so hard, so difficult, one does not give up. Never give up. Different from very little Viriya, daily life. And Panya in daily life. And Panya at moment of Vipassana. And Panya at moment of enlightenment. Can it be the same? But without Panya, from the very beginning developed, how can it attain such degree to the highest Panya? Otherwise, there are more than 52 Cetasikas. Is that right?
We know that there are only 52 certificates. So it seems that there are two different aspects of Viriya.
Is it easy even just begin to attain to the characteristic of that which experiences an object?
Not easy at all, Ajahn.
So, without Viriya, can it be known?
Without
And
it cannot.
And when it's kanti, no matter what situation is there, never give up. But Viriya is general at any moment, see, which is not level of understanding higher and higher. And what is Nekama Parami? See, because each Cetasika has different degrees, that's why different terms for the degrees of Dhamma, of a Cetasika. Sati is not Satindriya at all, see. So can there be the moment of daily life not doing akusala deeds? That level of sati is not satipatthana, it's not satindriya, it's not pochanka. Different words for different, say not be the same at all. So how can we use one word or one term for all different states? What level is panya now?
Pariyati level.
Intellectual understanding. Is it right?
Yes.
Not yet Panjindiriya, not Pala yet. Oh, I think that everyone knows that Kusala is better than Akusala, but how strong confidence to do good, how firm any moment of Kusala, do it instantly. Otherwise, it's moment of Akusala. No matter it's too hot or too cold, not too lazy to listen or to consider the truth and so on. They will stop moment of kusala. Is that firm? Without kanti, can there be the understanding of seeing right now?
No. Yeah.
And the way to help the other to understand Dhamma, is there no obstacle at all? Or so many difficult obstacles? Some people try to stop me from sharing the words of the Buddha. Is that obstacle? But nobody can stop me. Kanti. And at moment of talking, there is Viriya now too, to think about the truth and to try to help the understanding and so on. See, if there's no Kanti, I will stop. But no one can stop me at all. Panya, right understanding to help the others, no fear of anything at all. So we can understand hardness, no matter mentally and bodily, not to give up the understanding of the teaching or helping the others to understand the teachings. The truth is most precious than anything at all in life. It's that kanti. When someone talks badly, I pay no attention. It's useless. It's rubbish. It wastes the time of talking about Dhamma, sharing Dhamma. That is the most precious moment in life. Is that not kanti? And now we are talking like this, it is Viriya. See? But when someone does something like obstacles, it needs kanti, not giving up at all, no matter what is there, anytime. a little bit understanding of Khanti, very firm confidence, courage to go on, to attain the most precious moment for everyone.
And we're
And
so very fortunate that over all these decades and decades, Ajahn, that when anyone tries to stop you speaking and there are different difficult obstacles and people speak badly and call you names and so on, that you just ignore it and carry on sharing the Dharma. Very strong Khanti, strong Khanti Parami. So we're so very fortunate. Anumodana.
And given that without listening from Ajahn, we have no other, we cannot hear the Dhamma explained in the same way.
I'm so pity when I learned that people now are more interested in understanding the teachings of the Buddha. And everyone has such parami too, little by little, until the moment of enlightenment. Dhamma is so very subtle. Without parami, no way to realize the truth. And that is Khanti, so patient, by conditions. Understanding is the core of all kinds of parami. And this moment is moment of developing parami, and not only one parami. And this is a little more understanding of Viriya parami and Khanti parami, right?
Yes, Ajahn. And yesterday you also spoke about Ditti and Mana. I found that was very helpful too, and probably you can say a little bit more about it as well.
All dhammas are so very subtle. Even if that right now, it needs more learning, considering to be truthful to the truth, little by little, to understand a little more. That's all. In a day, beginning to just think about or consider whether there is moments of mana unknown, at moment of speech and deeds, see, all they are unknown, and no attention to try to know, but the understanding of the truth by conditions. That is the only Khanti, to not try to experience this or that particularly, but whatever is there understanding of it. If not, why think about the other thing? Otherwise, there can never be the understanding of what is there right now at all. And this is a subtle point of the development of understanding. Khanti is there. Enough not to try to go wrong, to try to do something, try to find a way. Not at all. Only understanding little by little, and be truthful that it's not enough at all. Who does not know that seeing is a reality which experiences an object, but at this moment, no understanding of seeing. That's why how strong Khanti is there. To begin to listen again, consider again, begin again, and on and on. just move that which is so sticky, very hard to just touch in order to take it out, because all depends on conditions. Khanti Parami. If the mana does not show up, who can know it? Even it's there. And even Titi, wrong understanding, only Panya can understand when it's so very subtle. That's why Panya understand more subtle, more subtle, more subtle, until it begins to experience the object a little clearer on and on as Vipassana Jnana, see, Khanti Parami. And no one can do, it's nothing to be done at all, just to understand. Only right understanding, letting go, can let go, wrong understanding, attachment and all kinds of akusa, gradually, little by little, unknowingly, until time comes, life begins to change. Some moment, not all moments yet. Khanti Parami.
Mana is still there. It still arises when there is already the recognition of ditthi.
It arises with loba. I, see, by way of craving, tanha, by way of ditthi, wrong understanding, or by way of mana. Even there's no wrong understanding at all, sotapanna, but mana is there. Until it show up little by little to be known, to panya only. It's so subtle that only panya begin to understand the different characteristics of each reality. Otherwise, it cannot be known whether it's this kind of reality or that kind of reality. Like I with clinging, or I with wrongview, or I with mana. At moment of talking, getting angry, see, the sound can be known whether it's with mana. And since it arises in false way so very, very quickly, that's why all are mixed up. And thinking that at moment of being angry, the sound is different. But with mana too, but not at the same moment, because mana cannot arise with anger. See, life are all mixed up by different jitasikas arising so very quickly, one at a time. That's why there is misunderstanding about ditthi, about mana and dosa. Because at moment of mana, it does not appear, but the dosa is there. Appearing, it seems like together with mana, but in truth, mana cannot arise with dosa, because dosa doesn't like the object. But mana arises because it clings to something, rank or wealth or whatever, or knowledge or on and on. So it conditions mana. Until it appears, until panya is there, begin to understand the subtle reality by conditions. Patient, not to do anything, not to wish or to wait, See, even not to wait, all by conditions, understanding what is there now. Otherwise, nothing can be understood because it's not there yet. Khanti Parami, more subtle, Khanti,